bedridden for about 4 months and I lost all muscle tone. About a year and a half ago now, when I was really sick, I was basically bedridden for about 4 months and I lost all muscle tone. And once I did get back out in the world, I was still using a wheelchair and cane pretty much all the time at first, and then, gradually getting stronger and stronger through physical therapy, exercises at home, before I even got the referral to go to a physical therapist. Going from having no muscle tone to here, that process was very, very incredibly slow, frustratingly so. I would do what I could. I would start with, 1 repetition. I couldn't do a push-up. I couldn't do a squat, but I could lay on my bed on a really soft blanket and on my back and move my legs in the air a little bit. Gradually start doing little things like that, and it began adding up and adding up. Walking around the house with my cane, just up and down the hallway a little bit, until I was able to gain some more muscle tone and eventually be able to start to take walks even in my neighborhood. And then I would try to, get to a new house each week, essentially, so that I was continuing to push myself a very small amount, but just keeping at it consistently. And I think that that's much better than trying to do something really hard, once or twice a week on yourself, as far as like exercise, like a able-bodied person would. I think that it's much better for us to kind of just form a very slow habit of just adding in 1 daily repetition, 2 daily repetitions here and there of, exercises in areas we need to improve in. For me, it was really about starting the balance work first and really just working on all the exercises they gave me to help improve my balance. But basically working on those was key. And then, I was able to progress to doing exercises in a chair. And then I was able to progress to doing exercises while standing. And then I was able to progress to doing exercises with weights. And it started with 1 pound, it went up to 2 pounds, and it's been a very, very slow progression. I would say in the last 6 months, I've only gone from 1 pound to just now being able to do 5 pounds occasionally. I typically use about 3-pound weights now, and I can't even use the weights every single time, but I add them in when I can, for sure. And I just, again, try to assess and listen to my body. If I can only do upper body, that's fine. That's fine. But it's important to listen and also think about what else you have to do for the rest of the day. If you use up all your spoons on, physical therapy type things, and then you can't cook yourself dinner afterwards, where does that leave us? You still have to be able to take care of yourself in those other ways at the end of the day, and those come first. So if you have a little bit extra, this is where it could go, and it can take a long time to see results, but they are there. It's those daily gradual changes, the really subtle ones, that adding up have really changed my life the most over the years. It's been all the small stuff that I've done for my pain or my psoriasis that has just generally, started to compound over time. And I feel so much better than when I first got diagnosed with fibro.
I wanted to share with you all some of my first practices with balancing 10 seconds on each foot. It's pretty rocky and shaky at first, but it does get better over time. You can do this safely at home by hanging onto the back of a chair as a guide or a top that's tall enough. Try to practice this every day, 10 seconds on each foot. It's a critical move before moving on to other stuff in physical therapy. Here I'm practicing stepping forward and stepping backward and side to side. These stability muscles are critical in keeping yourself from falling if you trip. So try these at home. I hope these help, and thank you for watching.